Won't even mess around with it. Hey, we live now, Coach. Hey, so Coach, hey man, sorry to get you. Sorry we had some little technical difficulties. That's the computer age we in now. But I want to make sure that everybody can hear some of that good wisdom that you were talking about. This is me, AG, Coach AG Wasim with the Florida Minority Coaches Association, and we are going to be working with Coach. And I'm gonna let him introduce himself, and we'll let a few more people get on here before we get started because I know it's rough, but hey, tell the people a little bit about yourself and about where you're from, and then like we had a couple of questions that came on, and I'll bring that to you as well.
All right. Well, my name is Coach Toriano Morgan. I'm the head football coach at Edward Waters University, located in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm actually a native of Florida, born and raised in Fort Lauderdale. Came up through the Broward County school system. I was blessed to be able to leave Dillard High School, going on to play 4 years of football, win two championships at Tennessee State University. Then began my coaching plight right out of college. Was a graduate assistant there at Tennessee State, and I've worked at universities such as Virginia State University, was the offensive coordinator, assistant head coach there. Virginia Union University was the associate head coach, offensive coordinator, and quarterback coach there. And that brings me to my plight here at Edward Waters University here in Jacksonville as the head coach there.
Now, you have a very lengthy experience with HBCUs, and I knew that, and we kind of talked about it before. But I want to make sure that people understand why do you feel it's important for these kids, to come out to these HBCU camps, and then more importantly, I'm going to make sure that we also talk about, you know, the changing landscape. Can you kind of go over that as well? Because there's a lot of things that have changed. The NCAA is going to be trying to get these kids down to 85 scholarships, but if you can kind of go over it so they can hear it from a coach's mouth.
Well, why it's important to get to these camps? I always use the phrase, "You can't score a touchdown if you're not in the game." When it comes to recruiting, you can't be recruited if you're not on the list. So the earlier that you can get out and showcase your talent, and it's about exposure, being able to showcase your talents in front of college coaches. When you're able to get to a camp, I know some people frown on mega camps because of maybe the amount of numbers, but there's no other scenario that you're going to be able to get in to be able to get into a host of college coaches. Now, why I particularly love being involved and coming to evaluate at this particular event is because decision makers are there. Myself as a head coach, other coordinators, other head coaches that are there, recruiting coordinators, guys that can actually, make decisions upon being able to offer you, not just necessarily take you back and have to send you through a recruiting evaluation process. Where we are right now in this phase of recruiting, we're coming down to the end of the evaluation period. So the evaluation period is actually over on Saturday. So, this will be the last opportunity that college coaches will be able to be out to evaluate you. So, being able to have an event such as this to where you're able to come out, showcase, and be evaluated is a pivot point in your recruiting process. The recruiting landscape has changed tremendously. It's not even the same today as it was even a year ago. So now being able to be ahead of that curve as far as getting out is utterly important. I've always told student athletes as a high school head coach and even as a college head coach, at some point you can't just sit around and wait to be recruited. You got to recruit the schools that you want as well. And what that does is show that you have a genuine interest in that university or that college. And whether you believe it or not, that goes a lot further than one might think as far as where you will fall on that recruiting board. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No, I can't hear you.